How you feeling today, bro, David?
Feel good.
Welcome to Revert Television.
Thank you.
Where you from originally?
Liberia,
Liberia,
West Africa.
West Africa.
Yes, sir.
Very cool. How long have you been in America?
Since 1982.
I'm sure you have a lot of testimony that you're going to share with us today.
Yes.
Now, I've known you for quite some time now.
Yeah.
There was a point when I thought that, this brother's going to die, to be honest with you.
Really?
I thought there's no way you're going to survive this illness. First of all, I didn't even know that it was you in the picture. So I'll let you talk about it. Maybe you can tell us a little bit what happened and, let our audience be blessed by that.
Well, it's tough to talk about it, but again, I feel better in my heart. Because many times we don't notice God's blessing until you get into a situation.
Yeah.
Many times we don't maybe acknowledge God's blessing. There's something happen. When I came to this country decades ago, I did not take things seriously. I didn't take life seriously. I don't take anything seriously, and I paid some price for that. I paid some heavy price for that. But thank God that He knew that it was not me. It was people that I was following. Pastor Theater preached about it years ago that he was driving somewhere in Georgia where there was no light.
Wow.
He was driving a car where his car doesn't have light, but the car in front of him had light. And wherever that car go, that's where he go. Once upon a time in my life in the country, I was like that. I got people ahead of me, whatever they do, that's what I do. And I couldn't keep a job. I couldn't keep my apartment. I was always in trouble with the law because I was a follower until something happened and I woke up. What happened was I took sick.
How many years ago was this?
19...
This is definitely before I met you, right?
Yeah, 1984. Living down in Virginia. 1984. That because of that, I left Virginia to move up here to my sister to live with her, because I was always sick and there was no one to take care of me. So when I moved here, I thought things was over, but it was just the beginning of my illness. And I married a girl from London. We bought a house in Pennsauken. And I didn't know her. What I mean, I didn't know her, I don't know who she was. I just got involved with her. We have a child. I have my own business. I got everything that I never had before. But I didn't get God in me. I didn't know God then.
You didn't know God?
I didn't know God. I didn't know that whatever I have, it can snap like that. I didn't know. Until she left with my baby to London, and she left me in the house. I lived there for 11 years by myself. I was sick.
What kind of business were you doing?
I have my own cleaning business.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you told me that.
Yeah. And 1994, I was in a hospital. I Cooper Hospital. And they couldn't figure out what happened to me. I lost weight,
This was 1994.
94,
Okay.
94.
And I have a reason for asking. I want to make sure it's different from the one that happened.
Yeah.
When I thought,
Yeah.
it's not gonna make it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
94 or even worse than what you're talking about.
Really?
I got an image that will show to you.
Wow. 94 was worse than
Yes.
the one that happened.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. And I lost the house because I was spending more time in the hospital than to be home and work and pay the mortgage. So while we're in the hospital, I get a phone call from the mortgage company that we need the mortgage payment. And I told them that I was in the hospital. And they told me that, well, when you come from the hospital, you will get no house to stay because we're going to lock the house on you. And they did. When they let me off the hospital, when I came home, the window, the front door, they were all boarded. And I called a lawyer. The lawyer said, no, they can't do that. So they demanded to unlock the front door because there was no light, there was no water, they turned everything back on. And my lawyer said, I gave you 3 months to leave the house. We're going to put focus on the house. I began to live basement, in Camden, everywhere. I was so sick. So when I came from the hospital, instead of look for a job, I said, I want to look for a church to thank God for what He doing in my life. At the time, I found Living Faith Christian Center. And
So prior to that, you weren't really going to church.
yeah, I used to live 42nd Street in Pennsauken. I used to walk in the cold winter time to the church. And I say, what God has done for me is more than walking in the cold weather. And I used to walk and come to church here. And I met Minister Yemi, Brother Ted Carniff. They all gathered around me to support me and said, we need you to go take a test so you can serve the church. I took a test, passed my test, I started serving the church. So that was not even the end of my illness. Every time I get to the point that everything is over, the next year again, something always happens. Something always happens. And Pastor Connie told me, she said, you go to the hospital and stand on the word that you know. It doesn't matter what the report said. Believe what you believe in. Stand on the word. And I got an image there. I came here in a wheelchair from a nursing home.
What year was this?
2016. It's 16.
Well, this is not when I saw that. I'm trying to figure out because what I saw, that was like, I said, this guy is dead.
When you saw me, it was 2012.
Was it? Oh, that was 2012 then.
Yeah,
when you went to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay.
2012.
Okay.
I got all the images that you.
Yeah.
2012. And it's tough when the doctor said, we don't know what happened to him. The problem he had, there's no cure for it. We don't have cure for that. So they put me in a coma for 1 month. I was in a coma. I got an image that will show you. When I woke up from the coma, I woke up in a nursing home for another 8 months.
You were in a coma for 1 month?
Yes, sir. I got an image to show you.
What year is this? What year was this?
2012.
This is 12.
Yeah.
Back then. This is the when you went to North Carolina.
That's what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's the one you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm in a coma. I didn't know until they told me.
When I saw the picture, they were talking about you. They was like, we need to pray for. Then I didn't even know you were David.
Yeah.
It was like, we need to pray for brother David. When I saw the picture, I didn't know it was you. I didn't think it was somebody I knew.
Yeah.
But when Elder Yemi told me and said, you don't know David? I'm like, this can't be the same person. So you were like completely different
Yes.
from what you used to look like because you
Yes.
lost so much weight.
Yes. I got a trick. I got a feeding tube. I got the trick is because I couldn't talk. They installed it in my throat, and before I could talk to you for you to hear me, I will press it down. I say, wow. People can't hardly hear me. I couldn't use. They had a feeding tube connect to my intestine where they used to feed me. I got a mark right here. But above all this, I give God the glory.
God was really he has a special plan for you.
Well, everybody told me the same thing. Everybody told me they said God has something for you. And I told them, I said, I prayed to God. I said, Lord, whatever you have for me to do for you, I'm going to sit back in patience, purpose. I want you to tell me what to do, how to do it, and I do it. I would deny my pride and serve you. And I did. When I was coming here to the church, I didn't have a car. I used to walk into the church. And when I was walking on the highway here, people that knew me in the church, they stopped and said, you didn't want to go to our church? I said, yes. I said, come on, gonna ride. And when I was getting in the car, I got an icicle falling on my ear. It was snowing, got an icicle. I mean, my nose was running with snot or kind of thing like that. And Pastor Connie began to encourage me. He said, you get 100 more years to live, no matter what happened.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
100 more years.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah. So, year before last, to come to the end of all this, I was diagnosed with lymphoma cancer. And I went to the hospital. They took it out. They went to the lab. So you got a cancer.
And this was when?
Last year.
Last year.
Year.
I remember that. This was much later after this whole episode.
Yeah. Last year. So after 5 months, they took a CAT scan. They called me for the result. And
after 5 months?
Yeah, after 5 months. Only 5 months. The lady walked into the office with a look on her face. Said, Mr. Suah, I said, we'll get news for you. I said, I'm listening. See, the result of the CAT scan came negative.
Wow.
See, there's no more cancer in your system. And I told her, I said, 5 months ago, you told me I got cancer. Now you say, I don't have it. I want it in writing. she said, how you going to sue her? I said, no. This is a testimony.
It is.
And people in the church did not even know I got cancer until Pastor Connie read my testimony on the loudspeaker. People say, you get cancer? Oh my God. You get cancer? Yeah, look like it. So yeah, I am today.
Wow. So how many times do you think God has healed you? Like God has healed you multiple times. And each time it seems like you were close to death.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Every time, well, let me put it this way. It was Jesus over there and the devil over there, and in the middle. They pulling me by 2 arms. When the devil pulled me, Jesus pulled me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Each time the devil pulled me close to him, Jesus said, nah, He put me back to him. What I mean by that, every time when I think I'm getting well, something always happens the 40 years.
It's God, honestly. Your life is a testimony. Seriously. It's incredible.
Yes.
It's incredible. Why do you think God healed you though?
Yeah?
Why do you think God healed you? Did he tell you? Why do you think he's healed you a lot of times?
Why?
Why? Do you know?
Well, I think God knew that the life I live, it was not me. It was my flesh. God did not create me to behave the way I behave. It was my flesh. It was people that I was following. And whatever they were doing, I was doing it. But it was not intentional. And when I hear that call from him, he says, son, get out and get in. I did not argue. When I hear the call from the church, the first thing I did was cut off people I used to hang out with.
Yeah.
People that I used to hang out with, I cut them off. I like them. I cut them off. I talk to them, but I cut them off. I don't hate them, but I cut them off. I don't hang out with them to do things that, like she just said today. We cannot live
the same way we've been living.
Yes. So I was the first person to get our word, let the past go and live the present time.
Yeah.
And today, people always ask me, do you live here? Do you say, I said, I live. I said, why? I said, because we don't see you. We don't see you like we used to. I said, well, somebody see me. Somebody know where I am. I said, he know where I am. My sister lived down south. I live alone here. And they always worry. I said, listen, stop worrying. It's written in the Bible. God said that I will be with you wherever you are. Yeah. In the book of Genesis.
Yeah. Wow. Life is a testimony. Thanks for sharing that.